One thing that I think is that people, it's kind of like maybe a frustration that I have with the online left in general, is that sometimes it seems like there's a very, 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 very strong overriding impulse, like something that comes before almost anything else, to make sure people understand that you're not a liberal. And it comes across like really strongly when it comes to stuff like January 6th. January 6th was objectively an attempt from fascists to engage in an insurrection. It is like everyone left of neocon is in agreement on that. You know, it's like really straightforwardly, but the problem is that, like, I think that to a lot of lefties, that doesn't come across as like irreverent enough. It doesn't come across as joker pilled enough. So then you see them like do the whole January 6th was funny stuff. Now, to be clear, January 6th was funny, right? It was like, absolutely it was. The problem is that the humor, I think, in this moment is kind of like eclipsed by other concerns, like, it sure would be bad to die in a death camp. That's another thing that I think, in addition to the funniness element, it's possible for some stuff to be funny, like, in retrospect. Like, I feel like if after Jan 6, the Democrats had some damn balls and had cracked down on it and had just done mass arrests of insurrectionists, and they'd all gotten arrested, they're in jail now, and the movement was crushed, I feel like we would all be like, remember January 6th? Remember when those fucking morons, like, attempted to overthrow the government, and in response, like, all of the collaborators got arrested, and the media organizations that enabled and defended it got crushed, and everyone, they all, like, got, torn up over it? I think we'd say, oh yeah, that was pretty funny. It was pretty funny when they fucked around, found out. For me, the main issue, I guess, is just that didn't happen, I would be, like, a little bit more, I guess, it would be funnier to me if that had happened. We see this as well with Hillary Clinton and Russiagate. It is an objective fact, it's an inarguable fact, that the Russian government has made an extensive effort to influence the results of our election. Now, Russia is not the only country that does that. Our country has done that to other countries. It's not like that's new or novel, but it is an objective fact, and it's well known. It's not exactly like a secret, and it's certainly not subjective, that the Russian government colluded with elements of Trump's campaign on like a quid pro quo basis, and they were interested in getting more out of Trump's second term, because we saw the Ukraine war, clearly, like, there were things they wanted. There were things they could have exploited from the United States if Trump was in office rather than Joe Biden. Presumably, they had something to gain. It's all a fact. It's a fact. But a lot of people on the left don't want to find themselves in the position of agreeing with Hillary Clinton, so they pretend that it's all made up. Likewise with Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard, like, genuinely was a grifter plant who was interested in providing legitimate criticisms of Democrats only in service of a Republican agenda, and the grift has kind of completed its circle, and now she's just a full-on, like, MAGA conservative, right? In complete opposition to positions she ostensibly believed back when she ran in 2020 in the Democratic primary. There's no denying that she's done that, but if you want to acknowledge that in its, like, total historical arc, you would have to look back and say, oh, I guess Hillary Clinton was right about Tulsi Gabbard. It brings me no joy to, like, hand one to her, but these are, like, issues I see that what do you look at this? Your people are ridiculous. You're insane. I give you emotes. Use them. Anyway, you people happy when I say something you like, and people sad when I say something you don't like. Come on. Jesus. It's not like I'm not reading it. It's just, my God. Okay. So, it's an issue, I guess.